Hi guys and welcome back to High School Days. H is B. I'm back with a Q&A. Like I said the last time, I really want to do a Q&A because it would be cool to know exactly, who I am. And even though a Q&A doesn't completely cover like who I am, I think it will give some insight about the fun facts. But as we go on this journey and the further we travel, the more we'll find out about each other, because I also want to know about you guys, and I'll probably find out about you guys in the comments. So don't forget to comment. Yeah. So let's get right into it. Question number one: am I an introvert or an extrovert? So I'm actually a social introvert. And what this means is the baseline is I am an introvert. So I recharge when I'm alone. I like spending a lot of time alone. At the same time, though, just put me in the right setting with the right people at the right time when I'm confident enough and I become this loud, outgoing person. And I really enjoy those times. But then again, I have to be put in a private setting to recharge. Second question: my favorite holiday. So, my favorite holidays are Christmas, like Christmas, and second is Easter. So I am Christian, so that Christmas is like this like one thing is, it's like we're celebrating the birth of Jesus, like who's our savior. And then in addition to that, we have like just family, guys. It's the one day of the year where it's like everyone's in one place enjoying lunch. They're just enjoying lunch. When during the year people are there, people are in uh the aunts are there, the uncles are there, everyone is everywhere. This one time of the year, everyone is together. And it's like, wow, we get to celebrate life together. We get to see, where are you, how have you been, you're still alive. Let's celebrate. Yeah, so Christmas, we wake up, go to church, come back, have lunch together, and then have a braai and then go home. Close to that is Easter. Even though Easter is a bit more somber, but Christmas is much more celebratory because it's like a birthday, right? It's like a birthday. So number three, hobbies. What hobbies do I like? I enjoy writing. I like write stories and I write songs. And I write scripts sometimes. And besides that, guys, I used to say I like to read, but I'm studying law, so I'm reading all the time. So I don't even mention like reading as a hobby anymore because it's kind of my job now. Um, yeah, I think reading, no, writing, and I sometimes play piano, but I'm not like a great piano player, but I play enough to just make music basically. But if you ask me to play a scale, then no. Okay, for favorite restaurant. So my favorite restaurant I would say is Spur. Yeah, because everyone remembers having a birthday at Spur. It's just that place like full of memories and chips and jumping on the trampolines. I mean, Spur trampolines are the best. So yeah, I think Spur. Yeah. Um, Fifth question: best board game. Now, okay, I know most people would say 30 seconds Monopoly, and those are cool, but I still remember Snakes and Ladders being the classic. And like Snakes and Ladders is probably one of the first games that children learn how to play, or that we most people learn how to play as a game. And you roll the dice, it's like six, you in. And then there's that one person who's just not rolling a six, and they get in the game like way later. Or that one person that keeps on like they keep on the snake. It's the same snake that keeps on taking them back to number 14. um or that one person that's just always getting ladders, like they just climbing up quickly, like, how are you done already? So it was just that. I think that's the first game that told us that life wasn't fair. I was deep, but take lessons from these games. So number six, what am I scared of? Ooh. I would say like physically, I'm scared of geckos, like lizards, guys. Don't play. I think I have a phobia of them because I sometimes have nightmares of geckos. But they just look funny. They don't look very nice. They look like they camouflage into things. Anyways, yeah, I'm not a fan of geckos, and I'd rather not. Thank you. Number seven, my favorite book. Okay, so my favorite book during high school, my favorite book was Spud. And for those of you who don't know Spud, it's about a teenage boy and how he navigates his high school adventures and challenges and friendships and all that. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I remember like sitting alone and just reading it. I even repeated it. I even asked to take Spud from the high school library home, and the library teacher actually allowed me. So thank you, ma'am. Yeah, so that was really cool. I really enjoyed it. One of my other favorite books that I read as older, I also read it in high school, was Five Love Languages, which is really helpful because it talks about um, like the five love languages that people most likely receive love. So that's like some people receive love the best through physical touch or through words of affirmation or like stuff like that. And it doesn't mean that we don't use the other languages. It just means that's our best, I guess. And so, I advise you guys to read that book. And number eight, what is my like biggest pet peeve? I don't exactly know what pet peeve is, but I think it's something that like doesn't sit well with me or irritates, I guess. I would say I generally tolerate a lot, but bodily noises is something that I don't tolerate. So like loud breathing, I don't tolerate that well. Just don't breathe loud. Why are you breathing loud? Like I don't want to hear you breathing. Yeah, I remember this one bus ride, right? Where there's like she would make her bodily noises so loud on purpose. Like she just like when you're tired and like we're on the bus, it's late at night, it's an overnight bus, and it's like 10-11, and she's like and I'm like, okay. And then again, like 20 minutes later, like almost like why are we hearing your frustration? Like people are trying to sleep. Anyways, I'm sorry. I know we all make bodily noises, and I do too. And I'm like, I know I make the same. It's just I don't know why it gets to me that bad, but it does. It does. Number nine, favorite meal. So I don't exactly have like a favorite meal, but I do have something that I enjoy eating, which is chips. Like all kinds of chips, whether it's crisps, whether it's hot chips in sauce, anything, as long as it's chips, right? And this is pretty bad for me because it's chips are unhealthy. And during primary school, and high school, I had like super bad acne. So it was this cycle of I have bad acne and I have a breakout, and so I eat chips in order to make myself feel better. I just get a worse breakout, and it was awful. Um, but yeah, I still enjoy chips. I don't eat them as much because student budget. Next question, my favorite season of the year. So here's the one thing is I don't like heat, guys. I don't like it being hot. So summer is just definitely out. I am a person who prefers colder weather, and I never used to really be like this, but now I prefer colder weather. So my favorite season would be autumn. And I know it sounded like I was going for winter, but the reason why it's not winter exactly is because waking up during winter, especially for classes, for anything, just waking up during winter, it's just like waking up at 5 a.m. is a headache. So yeah, that's why I choose autumn. Is not, it's not hot. It's kind of cool. It's just cool. The leaves are falling. It's that beautiful orange, red, yellow, green. It's really cool. 11. If I could live anywhere, where would I live? Somewhere cool. Like I would. If there's one thing that would get me out of SA, it would be the heat. I want somewhere where it's way cooler. And I don't mean like cold. I don't mean like there's ice everywhere, but I mean just cool. Just it just doesn't get as hot. So maybe Amsterdam. I don't know how the weather is in Amsterdam, but it sounds nice. Or Canada, right? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Um, 12. What is something you want to improve on? What is something I want to improve on? Academics. Yeah, maybe it's always nice to improve on academics, but what is something I want to improve on? Confidence, to be more secure of who I am and who I am in God. It's like I just want to know, like, yeah, this is me, and I am okay with that, you know. So yeah, that's something I want to improve on, just confidence. Practice. I was gonna say practicing it. And number 13, favorite movie. Okay, so I have like two favorite movies. The first one is called The Theory of Everything, and it's a movie about Stephen Hawking and just, just his life. But what stands out to me about that movie is love, just the power of love. And the ending scene, guys, I'm not gonna spoil it, but the ending scene and that music is by um by an orchestra called the Cinematic Orchestra, and that final just tune is just amazing. And just the way that in which they did it is beautiful. Yeah, but then my second favorite movie is the B movie. I know it's complete opposites. The first one I'm going on, it's so artistic and it's and then like a B. Yeah, but that's my second favorite movie. I think the B movie is that movie where you can just watch, man, and it's full of yellow and it's bright and it makes you a bit happy, you like jazz, it's just it's that thing. But Shrek is probably one of the top ones as well, like Donkey. Really, really cool. 14, what sport is most exciting to watch? So I'm not really an avid watcher of sport. I don't like I don't watch sport in general. But just wait until the soccer FIFA World Cup comes. Then I am always watching games. Not always, but like I remember last year when it was the FIFA Soccer World Cup. Close enough. When it was the FIFA World Cup, I was like, I would literally arrange my studying according to what matches I wanted to watch. So I'd be like, this team is playing at 5, so I must be studying from this time till this time, and so I can be able to watch that match. And I was always watching a game, almost every day. Literally, I was watching a game. So when the World Cup comes, I'm pretty dedicated to that. However, the Rugby World Cup, I don't want to watch as much because because we actually stand a chance of winning. Like, and like that's not to throw any shade, but it's almost like your heart is in it. And if we lose, we really feel it. Like, I really feel it. It's like, like we lost. Whereas soccer, we no shade. Like soccer, we support other teams, but if we lose, then obviously some people are very dedicated, fans of other teams. But if we lose, then I'm not like super hurt. But yeah. Um, 15. My favorite TV show growing up. So my favorite TV show growing up was actually Siva Delan, and this was because my family like watched that show every single day. It used to play every single day at 6, and they changed to 6:30 or something, but it was around there. And I used to watch Siva Delan like every day, and I really enjoyed it while growing up. But I don't watch it nowadays. It changed into like a crash investigation where they investigate causes of plane crashes and what caused the engine failure and all that. So I became more interested in documentaries and stuff. But Silver Delon was what I was going. Yes, that one. 16. What genre of music do I listen to the most? So I listen to all kinds, well, not all kinds, but most kinds of music I listen to. I listen to pop, I listen to sometimes reggae, hardly though, really. But mostly I think I listen to gospel, mostly, like most of the time. And then um, listen to pop a lot. Listen to pop. Hey, now I suddenly forgot. Jazz is another one I listen to. Classics. Nina Simone. Yeah, yeah, that's that. 17. What instrument would I like to learn? If I had an option to learn an instrument, it would probably be the cello, because it sounds beautiful, guys. Cello sounds beautiful. I wouldn't go for violin because it's more high pitched, but cello is that deeper, almost thick, um, sophisticated sound. It's an elegant sound, and I would really like. I always wanted to like meet someone who played cello and maybe marry them. I don't know. Yeah. 18. Do I enjoy playing sport? So I wasn't really good at sport growing up. I There was always potential for me to be good at sport, but I never really it never really materialized. The potential was there, but I just no, no. So do I enjoy playing it? Yeah, some sport I enjoy playing, but I doesn't necessarily mean I'm good at them. Or maybe the potential is still there, and it just has to be released. And chapter question 19. What food can I not stand? Oh, so like what certain foods can I not, like foods that they just don't go well with me. Olives. I know people who love olives. They're like, oh, olives are the best, guys. There's so much salt. There's so much salt in that. It's a lot of salt. You just eat the thing, you bite into it, and it's just salt. Like it's so I just no. And mushrooms. I never used to like them as a kid, but growing up, I dislike it less and less. If I don't like it, but I dislike it less and less, which might be headed in the right direction. Maybe we'll be eating mushrooms in the future. And the final question is, name one thing on my bucket list. So, guys, there's this one thing that I've wanted to do for, it hasn't been a long while, but recently I just started thinking that I want to try stand up comedy one day. And not like as a career, but just once. Just once, I want to walk up on a stage and risk stand up comedy, because it just seems like a hard career, but I just, whether people boo me or they laugh or they fake laughing, I just want to try it at least once in my life. Walk up on stage, make a few jokes, and see how it goes. I think one of the biggest fears in regards to stand-up comedy is the fear of rejection, like the fear of, I would have prepared all this material only for people to very blatantly reject, because if people don't laugh, they don't laugh. But yeah, it's something that I really want to do someday. Yeah, so that's really quite a bit about me, and I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to answer any interesting, answers that you had, or even non-interesting ones to these questions, please answer them in the comments. I would really like to see what your answers were, and just some interesting stuff about you. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you for taking your time to watch this. I really, really, really do appreciate it, because it's starting off. And yeah, I'll see you next time as I start a new series. Bye. That round of applause that happens afterwards, do you want it or do you not? Because for me, I'm not certain. Whenever I see someone forgetting words on stage, there's always that woo, playing this piano. I'm just like, and I start singing. Just note, I hadn't finished the lyrics of that song yet. So while I'm singing, I'm like, I'm blabbering, guys. I'm blabbering.